Hello, Matthew Taman here. One of the most challenging things that a lot of businesses face is how to generate high quality leads. If you're looking to generate leads for your business, for a new product or new service, I am going to show you 4 effective ways how you can build your own lead generation website. Very simple and very easy. If you've never created websites before or you've never coded before, don't worry about that. I am going to walk you through step by step and tell you exactly everything that you need to know how to do. At the end of this video, you are going to be amazed at creating your own lead generation pages that you can be able to use the same model for any type of business or product that you want to launch. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is to make sure that you have a domain name and web hosting. So let's start first with the domain name. A domain name is like an address, a place where people can be able to find your business. So that can be the name of your business, or maybe you're launching a specific product that you want to put the name here, or a service that you want to put the name here. So you can do that. Now, there are lots of places that you can purchase domain names from. Most web hosting companies offer you that for free as well. But if you wanted to purchase some names, you can come here, you can go to Names Cheap. This is one of the places that you can get some from, and it shows you the prices here. So that's the first starting point with the domain name. Then you want to go over to a web hosting company. This is where all the files that are connected to your domain names is going to be available through. So in other words, when you give people a www, whether it's a .com, .org, or .net, once they type that address in, a web hosting company is the one that takes over from there. That is where they can be able to see the contents of your website. So there's several web hosting companies that you can choose from, you can go to. I just want to give you 2 of the ones that I've used and that I would say I recommend for you to, use them as well. This one here, the first one is HostGator. Now, HostGator has been around since 2002. I was one of the few, clients when it started back then. And so it's a pretty good one now. They offer different type of hosting. I want to keep this very basic and very simple. All you need, if you're getting started, if you don't already have hosting, you just need a shared hosting server. So what that means is that you're going to share a server with multiple, sometimes thousands or even millions of other people on the same server. And that's enough to get you up and going. So you see here, you have the one-click install, you have the free SSL certificate, and you have a free domain name that's included. So as I mentioned before, you can purchase an existing a domain name, or you can go through a web hosting like this one to get it. And you kind of go through to give you some of the limits: unlimited storage, SSL certificate, domain registration, one-click install. So this is really great. Now let's take a look at another web hosting company. You have Bluehost. There's another great choice you can use. Now you see the package here, you have 50 gigs SSD storage. That's more than enough for what you need to get started. You have free SSL, standard performance, 1 domain, 25 subdomains. So this is really great to have you started. Okay, so now you have your web hosting and your domain name out of place. That's the best ways to go. You've successfully purchased a domain name and you have your web hosting set up, then you're now ready to move on to this step. This is where you're going to set up your environment to actually create your website. So in a nutshell, when you see websites are composed of so many different files that are put together so you can see the final product. This is what a cPanel is. Now, if you don't have a cPanel, which most web hosting companies use, you can ask your web hosting company, how do you get to your control panel where you can install different scripts? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing Joomla. Joomla is a CMS, a content management system that allows anyone to build incredible websites. So once you've logged in back here, your dashboard should look something like this. If not, you should be able to find out how to get to your control panel. Now, there's several things you notice here. I want to keep things very simple so we can get this stuff up and going. So you can either use the quick install or you can use the Softaculous app installer. We need to install Joomla. So what I've done is I've already clicked on the Softaculous here, and it brings you to this page, which you see a lot of different scripts. From here, you want to go to where it says Joomla. You want to click on install. It is going to show you the version that you're installing, which is the latest version, which you want to keep to 3.921, which is now. And the domain name, if you have multiple domain names, you can install it through there. For this one, I'm just going to call it Lead Joom, okay? Or Joom Lead. I like Joom Lead better. So Joom Leads, okay? So you can call it whatever you want to. This is going to be part of your a subdomain. Or if you want it to be part of your main domain, you just have to delete this. You just delete this and just leave this blank. It's going to take over as your domain name. So, but for now, we'll have Joom Leads. Now, if you have your domain name, you have to make sure that you have SSL set up on there. Most web hosting companies do have SSL as part of the deal. So you should already have that there. And what do you want to call this? I'm just going to call this Lead Generation Joomla. So I'm getting this message now, but don't worry about this. We can always fix that later on. And you want to call the site description Lead Generation for Joomla. Okay. You could always change that later as well. Now it's asking you, do you want to install sample data? It's asking for the blog and all this stuff. So I'm just going to leave this at just no for now, because we're going to be able to build it. And you can set your username and you can also set your password. And then you can use administrators. You can use, I'm just going to put in here admin. And for the email, whatever email that you want to put. Now, as for the email that you put in here, it's great to have something that if you have to recover your password later on, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to put in adminhere.com. You can put something there. So once you're done from there, you want to email this installation details. If you have an email address that you want all the details to go to, you can send this there for reference later on. So for now, we're done. Let's just click on install. So once your installation has been successfully completed, you get this message, which is great news. Now, you want to make sure that you remember your login if you didn't send it to an email. So you want to click on this link here where it's the administrative URL. So you click on this. This is where you're going to log into the back end of your site. If you click on this one, this is going to take you to the front end, but we don't have anything set up in the front end now. So let's click onto the back end. And then from here, let's put in our login details. And now you've successfully logged into the back end of your Joomla site. And as you see on the front page, there's nothing there because we have to create something. So now we're going to move to the exciting part, right? That you can actually start to build this thing. But before we do, we're going to need to use what's called extensions. Now, the way that Joomla work is, let me give you a quick, preview back here. You can build just about anything. I'm just going to click on always here. You can build just about anything with Joomla. It's a CMS, a content management system that allows you to build amazing types of website without coding. Now, the way that this works is you have to use what's called extensions or plugins. So they are going to add additional functionality to the core Joomla, because by itself, you can't really build that by itself. You need plugins, extensions to do so. So you want to go over to where it says extensions. You want to go over to manage. Now, the first time that you install Joomla, if it's a fresh install, you're going to get this add install from web tab. What this is going to allow you to do is to use all the thousands of extensions that Joomla has that you can be able to utilize for your site. So you want to click on add install from web tab. And once you do that, there you have it. All these extensions are at your disposal. So if there's any additional feature that you need to add on your website, this is where you come to do so. But for now, we're going to be using Quix. Quix is a page builder that allows you to use drag and drop features to build a website. So you can type in here Quix and you're going to get it here. By the way, Quix was created by Theme Expert. So you can go to their website and I recommend that you buy the Pro version, because with the Pro version, that's going to give you all the features that you need in order to build something incredible. Okay, so you have the free and you have the Pro. So once you've done so, I'm just going to click here to install. And then you want to click here again to install. And then finally install it. Now, there are times when you do this and you get this message, unable to find install package. Don't worry about that. In this case, now let's go to their website. You can be able to log into your account and you can download the software through their site. So I'm here now on my dashboard and I have the pro version, which is what I recommend for you to get. So you want to click to download. This is here. You can use the installer. This is going to install everything for you. So let's click to download this. Once you've successfully downloaded it, now you go back to your Joomla admin panel and you go to upload package file. So now we're going to install the Quix software and we'll just click here and then click to proceed with installation. Now, when you get to this page, the recommended here, you want to make sure that yours match it or exceed it. So if you notice you have anything on this side that is red, especially like the execution time or the limit or the max size, you want to go to your C panel, and that's an easy fix. So you can either contact your web host company to do it for you, or you can do it right now. So once you log into your C panel, just type in PHP, and you want to go to the multi PHP INI editor. So once you're here, you click this drop down, it is going to list all the domain names that you have from here, and you can pick and choose the one that you want, that you're currently working on. So for this one here, and it is going to show you all these different values. So all you need to do is whatever number you see red here, you can use the same settings that I have on mine here. That's fine. Or you can make sure that your current at least matches your recommended. So if it says recommended and you have, let's say 8 or a lower number, you can just make sure you put this to 64 and, you know, make this a little more because this for uploading files. So you can match what I have here or use the recommended for it. So that's how you change it. It's very simple. You can just click here and just make whatever changes that you want. So next, you click on next here. Now it's been completed successful. You click on next again. And then once you've seen this message that is successful, you click on next. And you have a success, next again. And now you're ready to start to build. So click on start building. So when you get to the page here that you've successfully installed Quix, there's one more thing that we need to do, and we want to be able to use a framework. Now the default Joomla framework is okay, but I want to use Helix Ultimate because this is a really awesome framework that allows you to still build incredible things. So we're going to download this. By the way, this is free as well. So you go to joomlashaper.com and you click on the products and you go to Helix. And then you click to download. Now, of course, when you click to download here, you have to choose, you have to log in first. Once you do log in, you want to make sure that you get just the template. You don't need the quick start pack. Okay, so once you log in, you want to get the template downloaded. And once you've successfully downloaded the framework, you want to go over to extensions, install. And you want to click on browse. And this is where we have the template and we're going to click to install it. Now you should have a message that's saying that Helix Ultimate has been successfully installed. So now we need to make sure that we assign this as the main template for the site. So to do so, you go to extensions and you go over to templates. And then from templates, you notice that the protostar is the default, but we want to change that. So you click on this little set default, and now the Helix is going to become the default template for your website. So now we're getting ready to start to build your page here. So you can go to your back end, you can go to components, you go to Quix, and then you click on new. It is going to bring you to this page. So what you want to do is you want to put in your title first, and then you want to go to settings, SEO settings, and then generate some titles for it and some descriptions. I'm not going to go over a lot of the SEO in this particular lesson. So once you've done that, you click on apply. When you click on apply, it gives you some SEO, assessments, which you can follow later on. We'll probably take a look at this in another session. So I'm just going to click the X for now. So when you finish here, the first thing that you note that you see, you have the add section and you add templates. So to give you a quick rundown of how Quicks work is it allows you to build websites with drag and drop. You can check different versions from your tablet, your mobile, your desktop, and different devices to make sure it's shown accordingly. So you can link to different menus, your page settings. But for right now, all that stuff is not really important yet. So let's get this thing going. So you want to click on add sections, or if you want to build with an existing template, if you click add template, the add template shows you different template options or sections that you can be able to use, like building blocks. You know, a lot of times you don't want to start from scratch, right? Meaning that they've already done the legwork for you, and all you have to do is just to scroll through here and see the style that you like for what you're trying to create. So we can scroll through here. And if there's something you see here that really catches your attention that you want to start, building with that, you can certainly do so. So I like this one here. So I'm just going to click on insert. Okay, so now this is like a music page that we're building, and our goal is to be able to capture people's information through here, whether it's through their email, and we want to be able to show them a little bit what this product, is about. So now we have Discover Music, and you can change the graphics on here. So let's say you wanted to make this section here colorful. So you can go here, go to styles, you go to background. This is the background image that you're seeing right now. So if you want to replace this with your own image, you just have to click to delete it, and then you can upload whatever image that you want. Or if you wanted to, let's say here for the overlay, we can click, go ahead to the background. So let's say that we wanted to make this like a dual color. I can click, and as I click here, you notice that it's changing. If I wanted just the one, I can click to choose the color that I want for this top section. So this keeps things very interesting and keep things very simple. So we're gonna go through here. Now I haven't clicked on apply yet. If I click apply, then it's going to apply this. What I'm doing now is I'm just going for a specific type of look, which is what you have to do sometimes when you're creating your landing page, because you want to see what looks good with specific branding that you have. So if you like how that looks, you come back to the background. When you click on this here, it gives you two colors to choose from. So if you have two colors that you want to blend it with, you notice I'm clicking here, it's switching between those two colors. So I'm just going to click right now just to cancel, okay? Because I just want to leave this the simple part, right now. So another thing we want to do is we want to go back to add templates. So this is going to be the hero section here. It gives people information about what we're doing. So now we need to scroll down, and we want to find some type of lead capture or something. So I'm just scrolling through here. Now you see they have the email subscription here. When you building, like a lead generation, you always want to make sure that your lead information is above the fold. In other words, you don't want people to scroll all the way to the bottom to get their information. So we're going to find something here for them to put in their email or something. And you can also use this here to scroll through. So call to action, newsletter. And you have several options here for the newsletter. So you can see the one or the style that you like. I'm just going to choose this one. So now right off the bat, I've made it easier for people to put in their email address to capture the leads. So what I want to do is I noticed that there's, a lot of space between these two. I can leave the space as it is. Or if I wanted to make this a different color, I could have chosen a different color. So let me change the background, go to styles, go to the background, and I can choose whatever background that I think will work best for what I'm doing. So I like this background here. I'm going to click on apply, and you can change the text too for the newsletter. You can put in subscribe to, whatever you want to put there. Okay. And then now that you have this, I can click to add templates. And the fun part is when you're creating a lead generation page, you want to give people enough information about what you're offering. So there's different things here that you can be able to put. So we can have FAQ. So let's scroll it down. So I'm just going to grab this one right here, and I can change the icon. I can change the title. So I'm going to click here. If I want to change, let's say if I wanted to change the title, I can put in music apps. And if I want to change the icon here, I can just click, and I can choose an icon, or I can choose go to Unsplash to choose an image for that. So I'm just going to delete this here, and I am just going to click on apply. And I can also change this image to whatever I want it to be. Let's say it's for a specific product or software that I want that to be replaced with. But as you can see, within just a few clicks, we've been able to set up a lead generation page, which is really, really simple to do. So you have the information part here now. Let's click on add templates again. Now, what I want to do is let me see here. What am I going to add? I want to add, let's say marketing. No, I don't like that one there. So this one of the beautiful things about it is that with the drag and drop system, you can go through each section here and kind of choose what you want to be able to put there. So I think I'm going to go with, let's say FAQ. Okay. So I'm going to grab this FAQ right here. Okay, so just like that, I've put some more information. I can have this in FAQ, or I can use this to put more information about the products. And as you can see, within a few clicks, we've been able to build something that's very simple and very clean. So what we want to do now is we want to add another call to action here. So we'll click add template, and we're going to go to call to action. We're going to have them subscribing up there. What else would you like for them to do? Let's scroll through here. Which one of these do you like? So I'm just going to grab this one here. And you can add more elements to it. Let's say you wanted to add a button to this. So click add new element. And we can add a dual button or just a single. So let's add a single. Let's move this over. You can choose primary, whatever you choose, it changes the color based on that. So if you're going for a specific brand, in which I'm trying to match this here, I can do that as well. And I can choose buy now. And then scroll down. If you wanted to link this somewhere, you can link this button somewhere else. And let's say you want to change the placement, you can do that here. So let's go over to the style. Want to make sure that this is the alignment is in the middle, and you can change the typography. If you want this the text to be something different, you can click here and choose any font that you want. You can make the font bigger. If I make that bigger right now, you see the font is going to be big. And if I wanted to give the button like an outline, I can do that. So when someone put their mouse over it, don't want it to be full width, it's going to be there. So I'm just going to make this font here just a little bit bigger, just to like 24 or something. And then I click on apply. Danger if I want the outline. So I'm going to take the outline off, and I'm going to click on apply. And then I want to make sure that you click save to save the changes.